I'm Rob Miller, owner of Loophole, a product development firm in Denver.
Hello, I'm Kerry Plemons, professor at the University of Denver. I teach design thinking in the executive and professional MBA programs. So we're here today to talk about design thinking, and we're here with an expert on design thinking. So Rob, what's design thinking?
Design thinking is a process in which you're backing up to ask, do we have the right question, and does it solve the problem from many different aspects? So it's almost a degree in design, manufacturing, and psychology, kind of all wrapped up into one, if you will.
So design thinking, is it a teachable process?
Absolutely. Before it was a really difficult thing and to teach because there's so many methods to it. You know, there's companies out there who have looked at all the methods that, like, from IDEO, Smart Design, Frog, to name the big guys, and look at all the methodologies they use, and there's hundreds. And you can boil those down to a few handful of methodologies that you can then say, hey, I want to implement this methodology of interview to get data, then I can analyze the data, then I can fabricate a solution, then I can go back and interview and test. And they're starting to make these methodologies almost like modules that you can then connect one to the next.
How have you used design thinking to create what's on the table?
Yeah, so for example, a startup approached us and had a product that they wanted to launch, and we talked about feasibility and viability and the costs, and came to the conclusion it probably wasn't going to work within, a half-hour meeting for a startup. So he reaches down into his bag and he's like, I've also been making these things, and it turns out it's a way to strengthen and measure your grip for rock climbers. So really interesting product, and I immediately latched onto it because feasibility and viability were immediately there. And so we immediately came to start 3D printing prototypes, and we printed something that looks like this. We would mount a climbing grip to it, and now a climber could pull against a weight. And we actually then launched the product in record time, and we named the product the Cripple, which is the idea of a grip and pulling, which has now become a term for this type of exercise. Yeah, consumers definitely recognize design, and the fact that consumers know the name of some of the rock star designers that design their products, that wouldn't happen 15 years ago.
So here's my last one. So there's a woman named Susan Wojcicki, who is the CEO of YouTube. And Susan Wojcicki would say that you're the quintessential future of the 21st century, because what you have is a left brain. You studied industrial design at the University of Syracuse, and you have a left brain that truly understands the engineering part of it, the aspects of it. And you have a right brain that's creative and always looking forward. And what Susan Wojcicki would say is that every night you go to bed and have idea sex between your left brain and your right brain.
Yeah.
It's a mashup of your left brain engineering and your right brain future possibility. But that's really what creates design thinking.
Yeah, absolutely.